Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to hop on this opportunity call. My name is Lauren Davis. I'm a Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus, and all that means is that I love Plexus a whole lot, and I've been sharing it for a really long time. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys so that y'all can have a glimpse as to what I'm looking at. Let's see here. Okay. I'm hoping everybody can see my screen. I think you can. So again, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to spend some time with us. If you were invited here, it's because whoever invited you loves Plexus just as much as I do. And they just wanted to share with you everything that they love about Plexus, the products, the company, the compensation plan, everything. Our team has a great culture, and we're all super close. I know tons of girls on our team, and we have met through different opportunities with Plexus, and it was because of Plexus that we actually know each other now. And so if you're invited here, just know that it means a whole lot to whoever invited you to this opportunity call, and we're extremely excited for you to learn. Okay. First slide, what is Plexus? So Plexus is a health and wellness company. We like to refer to it as the original gut health company. We have everything gut health related. And if you're like me, like I was 4 years ago, I had no idea that gut health played such a huge role in our entire well-being. A gut that is out of whack can cause all sorts of bad things: migraines, anxiety, depression, IBS, bloating, like you name it, low energy. And when we address our guts, we are free from all of those things that we perceive as normal. So Plexus helps with all of that. We have products for weight loss. We have nutritional supplements. We have a great skincare line. We have supplements for our kids. I don't have kids, but maybe you do. So we have a great line for kids. We have just everything in between supplement wise. It is all natural. So you're not going to find any gross ingredients. You're not going to find any dyes. You're not going to find any like aspartame or sucralose or any fake sugars. It's all soy free. It's all gluten free. So everything that you consume from Plexus, just know that you are getting top notch, best of the line supplements out there. Who is Plexus? So like I was saying, Plexus is like the original gut health company. We like to consider ourselves the health and happiness company because truly when you start taking Plexus, like you can't help but just be happy. Plexus has helped my mood tremendously, and my family will tell you that. They will tell me that because of Plexus, like I'm a much happier person to be around. And so I think everybody that takes Plexus can probably agree. Plexus actually started out as just a breast health company. So they just truly care about all things health related for every individual. So while they started out on their focus for women, it's truly been incredible just to see their line expand into everything in between. And y'all can read everything that's listed on here as far as like what else Plexus is and who we are. We're a debt-free company. And so just everything about Plexus is amazing, and all the more reason to love Plexus. So tonight we are going to be hearing from another Plexus ambassador. Her name is Nicole, and she's going to be sharing just a small portion of her story as to why she loves Plexus and how it has helped her. So Nicole, if you want to go ahead and share your story.
Hey guys. So I actually just realized right before this call, I've been with Plexus almost 6 months now, and I literally can't imagine my life without it. Like Lauren said, even my husband will ask me, like, why are you always so happy? And it's truly because I feel good. So I actually said, my sponsor tried, knew how much these products would benefit me. And we were in conversation for about a year and a half. Like, that's so crazy to think about, because now I'm like, I can help so many people. How did I wait a year and a half to feel this good? So long story short, 6 months ago, I said yes. And I kind of thought, like, what do I have to lose? I've been interested in it for a year and a half, dabbling, asking questions. And I finally said yes. And, at first you're like, did I do the right thing? What's going to happen? And after about 3 weeks, I didn't know how good you could actually truly feel. Sleeping better. I had really bad acid reflux that I no longer have. Kind of gross, but my back had really bad acne that I had since I had my boys, and I could never get rid of it. And I am like so happy to say that has completely cleared up. So it just tells you everything starts with your gut. And so I also have chronic migraines that I no longer suffer from, which is huge for me. I mean, they would put me out for the day. I'd need to be in a dark room, sometimes even 2 days. So I'm blessed to not have to deal with that anymore. I said yes to this business too when me and my family picked up and we moved from California to Tennessee, and I'm a hairdresser and I moved with no clientele. So I was able to really jump into this, and I mean, it's hard not to. Just the community and everyone is so positive, and the things you can do with this company is amazing. They take care of each one of their VIPs, but also us as ambassadors. I mean, they spoil us. It's you hear it, but you don't believe it until you're actually doing it. So that's a little bit of my story. And I can't imagine my life without Plexus, the products and the business side. So that's a little about me.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. And Nicole is just one of the people on our team that has an incredible health story and financial story. We all started for different reasons, and we've all found different changes with Plexus with our health, but we've gained so much more in regards to the community and as far as like the financial aspect goes. So thank you so much for sharing your story. Go to the next slide here. Here we go. Okay, so who is our team? Like, what do we look like, and what is a team? This is us. This is our entire team. Well, most of us on our team. We are made up of stay-at-home moms. There are full-time working moms on this team. There's part-time working mamas who use Plexus as supplemental income in, when they're not at their jobs. We have tons and tons of teachers on our team. And in fact, we have lots of teachers on our team who have retired from teaching and now do Plexus full time. So they're able to stay home with their kids and do this full time. We have moms who stay at home and also homeschool their kids. So one of the girls on my team is actually a homeschool mom of 4, and she still works this business in the nooks and crannies of her day. There's men in our team, and then there's women who work in corporate America, and I'm one of those people. I am actually not married. I don't have kids, and I work full time in corporate. I am a buyer for Dillard's. And I've been with Dillard's for 10 years. But part of my story, I started with Plexus 4 years ago, kind of like Nicole. Like I didn't really feel like I needed it. Feel like it was not even on my radar, to be honest. I'm a very healthy person, healthy, right? But I was having daily blood sugar crashes, like every single day. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so there's tons of awful things that come with that: irregular cycles, low energy, bloating, moodiness, kind of like I was saying in the beginning. I was just very grouchy. And I really didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was kind of normal. And so when Plexus, was introduced to me, I wanted nothing to do with it. But within my first week, I started noticing big changes. I wasn't passing out. My pants were starting to fit better. My hands were way less puffy. My face was way less puffy. And I was just dealing with so much chronic inflammation that I had no idea that I even had. And I loved Plexus so much that I started sharing. And when my sponsor, which is my sister, encouraged me to share my story, I was like, no way. I don't want anybody to know that I have all these health issues, because I was such a healthy person. I did bodybuilding in the past. And so I was very healthy. I worked out, I meal prepped, but to be honest, I was dealing with a lot of issues internally that I had never shared with the world. And so when I shared my story, I was extremely nervous, like pit sweat, like shaking, all the things. But when I finally did it and I like ripped the Band-Aid off, it was incredible to see how many other women out there were dealing with those same struggles. And like, that was just, it was really cool to see all the support on that one post. And that's kind of how I started this extra income, this side hustle, this part-time job, whatever you want to call it. It has helped me pay my bills. It's helped me meet new friends. It's helped me earn really cool trips, kind of like Nicole was saying, like you just don't even know what it is until you're actually in it. And every step of my journey has been amazing. So here is a little bit about why Plexus. One thing that I loved about Plexus, and I have dabbled in some network marketing companies before, but one thing I truly love about Plexus is that you are not required to have any kind of inventory. The only thing that you're required to purchase, if you choose to share, and if you choose to make additional income, is the products you take. So whatever monthly products that you order every single month, that is all that is required. And so you don't have to buy tons of inventory. You're not required to make purchases that are unnecessary. You don't have to have parties if you don't want to. Although if you want to have a Facebook party, or you want to have a little get together with your girlfriends and share your pink drink, it is encouraged, because it's a lot of fun, and it just encourages community. But you don't have to have parties if you don't want to. And also, there is no quota. If you place your own order, you actually get paid on your own orders. And so when you order your products each month, you get paid on your own products. And if you help somebody else order products, you actually get paid on their orders as well. But there's no minimum in order to get paid. You just have to order your own products. So really, if you take your own products, you're actually already getting paid for your orders. Okay, next slide. So here is a little income chart of what the opportunity could look like for you with Plexus. Like I said, I'm a senior Ruby ambassador. I work in corporate full-time, usually around 50 hours a week. I travel a lot to markets, so I'm gone out of the office, like in LA, in Dallas, at weeks at a time. But I still find a way to work this in the nooks and crannies of my day. Whether it's in the mornings or on my lunch breaks or on the weekends, whatever it is for you, wherever you can find that time, that's when I choose to work my business. And before I started Plexus, just kind of like what this opportunity has done for me, I was living quite literally paycheck to paycheck. I actually moved in with three other girls in an apartment. So there were four of us in an apartment, a very small apartment. And I did that so that I could afford to like do life. And then Plexus came along, and Plexus helped me get out of my student loan debt. I had a lot of student loans. I went to a private school, Harding in Arkansas. And so I had a lot of student loans that I was not okay with paying every single month, and I could not travel. I didn't have enough money to spend on just things that I wanted. I was just living paycheck to paycheck, and I knew that's not how I wanted to live the rest of my life. And nowhere in Dillard's, like in my current position, am I ever going to get a raise like I could give myself with Plexus. And so that was like the coolest thing for me, is that I could literally set my own hours with Plexus when I needed to. And the work that I put in determines my paycheck. And so I'm getting compensated for the work that I'm putting in. And so, like I said, I was able to pay off my student loan debt with starting with Plexus. And I've been able to start a Roth IRA. I have been able to build a savings so that when the time is right, when I'm ready to start building a house or start a family or whatever it is, like I'm not financially strapped like I was prior to starting this opportunity. So that's a little bit about my financial story. But I just want you to like look at this chart and kind of think of like what rank would really make an impact for your family. Is it $500 a month? Is it $1,000 a month? Is it $20,000 a month? Like what opportunity, like what income would totally change your life? And none of this is too far out of reach because we have girls on our team that are at every single one of these ranks. So don't think that you can't reach any of these ranks because it's totally possible. So as far as September incentives, I know this looks like a lot of info, but if you want the opportunity like this month, there are some credible earning opportunities. Plus, you can earn an Apple Watch just for sharing. So if you're already loving your products and you decide to share with 6 friends, you can earn an Apple Watch. You can also earn a lot of money. And so if you want to get with your sponsor or your upline or whoever invited you to this call, they can tell you all about how to earn all the good things this month. Okay, how to get started. So the first thing to do is after this call, get with your sponsor and ask them whatever questions you may have. And then also talk to your sponsor about like what your goals are and why you want to do this, what this would mean for your family. Because truly knowing like why you're here and why you want to do this and like where you want to go, like if you don't know those things, it's going to be really hard to start. So get with your sponsor and talk with them through like what your dreams are, like where you want this opportunity to take you, like where you can see it taking you. And then let them help you make your first post. I know it's scary, but I promise you, once you rip that Band-Aid off, it is like so freeing. And it's so amazing to see how many people are in your same shoes struggling and how many people you can help. So get with your sponsor, make your post, make a list of people who you may know that are struggling with the same things you are. Because when I first started, like I knew my best friends struggled with anxiety. I knew some people that, you know, were posting on their Facebook daily about, you know, their bloating issues, or I knew friends that were living on Red Bull. So those were like the first few people that I was like, okay, you need this. Like I've got something that you need. Let me share it. Let me share it with you. So that is how I would get started. So get with your sponsor right after this call and let them walk you through all the things. And I think that is all. But thank you so much for, again, taking the time out of your night to be on this call with us. We truly appreciate it. If you have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording so that y'all can ask questions if you have them. Let's see.